how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
One of the tight ends motions right. Back to throw. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. Led out by their rookie quarterback out of Ole Miss.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This one complete right side. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Falcons getting their punter out there. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Panthers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They send him right out of the slot. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Following the penalty, they'll run it. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Now this time, they'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Carolina. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. As we play here in the month of November, worth noting he's putting together a campaign to remember. The NFL's leader amongst wideouts in receiving touchdowns. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On comes the punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The drive will start on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Ball start, offense.
A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate A call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So after 1, 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Man in motion, heading left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Thrown left side, the catch is made. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Now a give up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw yet again. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Panthers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and After that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's now third down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. He's able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd
Offside.
down.
Defense. Still 2nd down.
Tight end motioning left. From the 50. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. I bought all the time he could, but he finally is taken down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Panthers offense back onto the field for their next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment. Defense. Still 2nd down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
He gets this into the big paws of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
His kick is good. And the Panthers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Falcons offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. In trouble, and down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
They'll throw out of the gun. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Holding offense.
Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Open man, right side. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. It's a Carolina first down.
First down, Carolina.
Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Second down and 10.
So second down, and they'll run it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Panthers 17. Falcons.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started out in Denver, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 38-17, the final score. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. Slot receiver headed right. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. The third quarter begins with a run. And a good run. He'll take it forward for 6 yards on first down. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So from 3rd and 2, Back him up to 3rd and 7. They send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
We'll go to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. He's got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Putting the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And that is touchdown #1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
The extra point is good. And the Panthers move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll run. It's a counter. Strong running there. Pushing his way. Gain a couple. 3rd down. 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls, it's been intermediate shots, it's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Motion man, set right. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, and he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he'll try to keep it going. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10. And the Panthers first down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's first down, and they'll run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty yardage not quite enough for a first down, so they're still looking at 3rd and inches. They'll send him over to the left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Back to the air once more on second down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Atlanta. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing right, it's taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. And they look to finish it off here in the fourth. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. Now a run on first down. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. They'll throw here on third and short, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And the Panthers are going to be set up. First and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line. They'll look to throw again. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
They'll run on second down. And he'll be taken down, but now a long way to go on third and goal. they'll run. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job out of the defense, and it's 4th down.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
When you're down this close to the goal line, you typically don't have this much time. So let's give credit to the big guys up front. He was able to work through his entire progression, but at the same time, Mike, this is actually really good coverage. He's not even really that open. He puts a little extra on that one. He threads the needle, and a nice contested catch results in a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they'll be set up now, up past the 40 with that one.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.